All right, problem 13. Keep in mind this is the no calculator section. So Alice took 6 minutes to complete a task on her first trial. The time it took Alice to complete the task decreased by 10% of the previous time for each additional trial. Approximately how many minutes will it take Alice to complete the task on her 5th trial? All right, because we don't have our calculators, we can just do it like this. We want to get to the 5th trial. We know the first trial is 60, so let's find the 2nd trial, then find the 3rd trial, then find the 4th trial, because we can get the 2nd one from the 1st one, get the 3rd one from the 2nd one, get the 4th one from the 3rd one, and get the 5th one from the 4th one. Okay, so 10% of 60 is going to be 60 times 0.1. Because remember, 10% equals 10 hundredths. That's how we say this, which is the same as 0.1, because we can put 10 over 100, because all percentages are out of 100, right? 10% is 10 out of 100, okay? So then this is going to find 6 to be the answer, because we can just move our decimal place over, because any number times 0.1, we just move our decimal place over 1, so it's going to be 6.0, which is going to be equal to 6. So now we found 10%, but it's decreasing by 10%. So the way we account for that is we have 60 minus our 6. Okay, so it's decreasing by 10%. So we have, this is our full value, this is 100%. It's decreasing by 10%. So 100% of it minus our 10% of it is going to give us our answer. So 60 minus 6, which equals 54. So this is our second value. Okay, now we do it again. We have 54 this time times 0.1, which is going to be 5.4, just moving that decimal place over 1. Then we have 54 minus 5.4, okay, which is going to be 48.6. You guys can do that on the side if you'd like. So then we have 48.6 is going to be our value for 3. Okay, note that it says approximately, okay, so you should get an answer that's somewhat close to it, and you probably will end up rounding because we're starting to get decimals. So this was to find 2, this was to find 3, this is going to be to find 4, we're almost there. We're halfway there right now, so we have 48.6 times 0.1, that's going to find our 10% again. We move our decimal place over 1, so we have 4.86 is 48.6 times 0.1. And then we have 48.6 minus 4.86. Because it says approximately, you guys could kind of cheat and see that these two are pretty close, like 0.6 and 0.86. And you could just do 48 minus 4, and then you can get a number that's pretty close. I want to get the exact answer, so I'm going to use the exact numbers. So we have 48.6 minus 4.86 is going to equal, we have 48.6 minus something that's close to 5, so it's going to be like about 43 roughly. And then I'm using this mental trick, and again you could just use 44, but I want to be exact. We have 48.6 minus 4.86, so we know this is going to be like 44 minus 0.86, right? We just subtracted 4 from that right side. Ooh, 44.6, sorry. 44.6 minus 0.86, okay? And all we did there, we subtracted 4 from this part, okay? So we moved the 4 from that one to that one. And then that is going to equal our value, which is 43, okay? 0.74, okay? So then we move that value down here, 43.74, and then looking at our answers, since we know it's decreasing, right? We can do this calculation. We move our decimal place over 1, just like before. We get 4.374. We see our answer is going to be 43.74 minus 4.374, right? So then, looking at the answers that were given, we see that it can't be 50, for example, because it has to be less than 43. okay? It also can't be 42 because we're subtracting by 4. So 4 is way bigger than 1, right? Or it's at least a little bigger than 1. We see 39, it might be that, because it's about 4 less than 43, right? And then 35 is going to be like 8 less than 43, so it can't be that one. So our answer, we could round off and just say it's going to be C. Let's check. It should be pretty close. So we have 43.74 minus 4.374. So that's going to be exactly around the neighborhood of 39. We can see that because we do just minus 4. It's going to be roughly 39.45 something. So when we have 39.45, that's going to be roughly equal to 39. Remember, we're using that word approximately to find our answer. The other way you could do this is just by approximating all your answers. So you get like 49. So then 49 times 0.1 would equal 4.9, right? So then you round 4.9 to 5 and do 49 minus 5. And then you get 44. And then 44 times 0.1 equals 4.4, moving the decimal place over. And this is like roughly 5, or roughly 4 even. So you could say 44 minus, let's say 4, let's round down, equals 40. And you see that the closest one to it is C, so you get the same answer because it's approximately. So the answer is C, 39.